Hello, all you wonderful, wild, weird people out there in YouTube land. How is everybody keeping? I'm hoping you're all keeping well. Weather today, not too bad, not too bad. Little scattered showers here and there, I think, for the rest of the day, but on the whole, looking good. Can't wait to head off to Spain on Thursday. So looking forward to it. So just kill a bit of time now until a few people see that I'm alive. So I'll just drop the link. Now, there we go. Hey Sheila, how's it going? I'm just dropping the link. If anybody wants to pop up. Yeah, I'm off to Spain on Thursday. I'm going over to see my brother for a few days. So the weather we're going to have is rain. Rain over there, rain over here, but it's all grand. I'm going over to see him. We were going to go to Morocco while we're over there, but it's supposed to be raining over there too. So yeah. Hey Dar, how's it going? Yeah, I modded you this time because the last time I just kept forgetting to mod you, so I got you this time. I got a hold of you. So yeah, I mean, there's a few things that I wanted to talk about. Juror being one. Um, how am I going to put this? You're mental. There's actually something quite wrong with you. I mean, I just thought you were a busybody, but I mean, no, there's actually something very fucking wrong with you. Really, you make up so much shit and you spread it around, and it's kind of fucking scary, like, you know. And creating a throwaway account to duck Sheila, really? Hey Cassius, how you doing? And we have that. You said that. You said that. You know, and like all the other shit that you're going around saying, you're full of shit. Like, I mean, it's alarming how absolute batshit crazy that you are. You know, like I'll tell you one thing. If any channel pops up with any of our information on it, I know exactly where I'm going. I know exactly where I'm going to. There'll be a couple of doors I'll be knocking on. And you don't know me. I'm a fucking head case. I'll get on a plane tomorrow and go anywhere, wherever it is that I want to go. And I'll come knocking on a door and go, why did you do this? What, like, you know, here I am face to face, you know, so why did you do this? You know, and if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. But I don't like getting into those type of things, you know, because I've always said it's not me. It's not the type of person that I am, and it isn't. But, you know, push anybody far enough and they'll be pushed into doing fucking very much of anything. Oh, you're okay, Cassius, honey. I was just killing time till you got here. The old famous what's his name, Billy Connolly joke when somebody comes in like, you're all right. I was just killing time till you got here. Who's up, Sheila? Chicken, how you doing?
Hello.
How are you, me love?
No, it's just one of them days, isn't it? When you've got to keep dealing with same old fucking bullshit.
I know. But like this juror one, she's really gone mad with herself, hasn't she?
Well, she hates me. Well, it's because I call her out. I've shown her up for
Go
the.
start from the beginning of that, because I don't think people really realize what exactly happened, because you just gave clip note versions of it last time. So it's your story. It happened to you. So just say what happened like from the beginning, like.
Eek. Well, it involves Bam, and we said we'd never speak on Bam, but it's not a drag-in, and I'm not showing any screenshots or voice clips, although
Yeah.
I have got them.
Yeah.
It's to do with that time I don't know if you were there though. Um, she was going through a lot of things with her kids'
Okay.
pictures. Her kids' pictures were getting abused
Oh,
online,
okay.
and she had an ongoing court case, basically.
Okay.
About
Right.
she didn't bring it; she couldn't care less. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what Bam were like? If all
Yeah.
went wrong, she'd call them out live.
I know.
Call them all dirty fucking doxers, and she'd just go on one and drag them.
Yeah.
But this other lady decided to take it legal, and she did.
Okay.
There became a date similar to what went on with King Frankie and AD, when it
Okay.
was going to be aired in court. It was civil, but Bam couldn't be bothered going. It didn't fucking, and she weren't going to pay any money. You
Right.
know
Okay.
what I mean? She
Yeah.
was just like, fuck them. um,
Okay.
so she didn't go, and they ruled against her because she didn't
She
attend.
wasn't there.
She didn't put
Yeah.
up a defence or anything.
Yeah.
She couldn't be asked. Anyway, this document with Bam's name and address with court proceedings, juror got arse on because she'd been booted from us for causing shit with a lot of other ones. But she'd gone on a road, channel hopping, trying
Yeah.
to find a place to sit. And she published a document with Bam's full name, legal name, and address. And I saw it, and I told Bam, I said, she's fucking doxing you. And all sorts of bad stuff started happening to Bam.
I remember that. I remember when she was saying that her cameras were messed with and a security light was cut or
Yeah,
messed with. Yeah, I remember that.
people
Yeah.
were outside her house.
Yeah.
They were taking photographs. They'd cut
Yeah.
all the security lights, and we know. I don't know if how many. Bam was vulnerable. She was
She was
feisty,
vulnerable. She was
but she was
vulnerable.
poorly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I went a few times to Jura's channel and said, "Take it down, dirty fucking doxer, like you do."
Yeah.
But Bam couldn't drag her. She knew about it.
Mhm.
But it's like if she drags her, it's going to drive more people, strange weirdo people like they are,
Yeah.
to look at it and get a fucking address.
I
So
understand. Yeah.
it went on for 8 fucking months. She
Oh,
had her details online, and obviously Bam were getting iller, and more shit were happening to her.
yeah.
It's same time as them
Like
single
that.
rocked up. I mean, none
Yeah.
of us would dare go and just rock up, but it's because her address had been posted on fucking line,
Yeah.
and it was Jura that caused all that to somebody who was terminally fucking ill.
Right.
Anyway, she went on her way, and
Hey Lisa. Hey Jackie.
she
Sorry.
was going to different people's channels, which is fair enough because we all do. It's YouTube. You can go where you want.
Hey Lady Witch.
But she went to Granny's Watching's channel, and she went to Country Joe's channel, CJ. And
Yeah.
I'd been sub to them for a long, long time and liked both of them. CJ's funny as fuck. So
Yeah.
when she appeared, and they were like not knowing her, she all Jura would ever say was, "Oh, I've come from What's Island. It's all going." It were her that what main fucking cause of the trouble over there. There's others, but it were her that did the fucking dirty doxing. But she made out as though we were all the bad ones, and I weren't having it. I was just trying to put people wise. Look, don't fucking trust her, snaky
Yeah.
backstabbing bastard. What she's doing to somebody over there. Anyway, so I used to call her out, but then she'd ask people to block me. I'd be in chats and she'd go, "Oh, that one. She's one of Bam's get her blocked." And she can deny it all she wants because I've got the fucking screenshots.
Hey
I've got
Saoirse.
them. And but yeah, I mean, she thinks that I'm annoyed that she got CJ to block me, which is pisses me off a bit because I like CJ. But I've watched CJ for the last 2 years and I've been blocked. It's not going to roll to note. I'm pissed off at the lies she's told about us since.
Yeah.
And she's done a post and a video, a fucking live video with
Come
unbelievable shite.
on.
She's saying that went down and it didn't.
Come here. I just have Saoirse. Saoirse, I don't know you, but very welcome. Great to see you. I confronted her over what she said about you, Sheila. I told her that you can call mainland police about her live. I messaged you yesterday. Juror is not Irish. So there you go.
Thank you, Saoirse. I seen your comment and we have got that live. recorded. We haven't got the chat though, so keep that, please, and we'll be in touch, because things that she's saying is fucking outrageous. She's on about that. I've made a video. She said I'd made a video about a dead child.
Yeah.
Okay, and ripped this person's dead child to pieces, and it was disgusting. It never happened. None of us would.
No.
None of us
No.
would. But it never happened. It were a complete lie. So when I've called her out on that, she's now backpedaled and said, "Well, I didn't say it were you. I'm
Yeah.
saying it's one of your friends. None
Yeah.
of my friends. None of
I
us.
would like to see that video, Juror. I mean, you
No,
first of all, you said it
not
was
one of
Sheila,
us.
and I remember like listening to her, and okay, so produce the video. And now you're backpedaling, saying it was one of us that made it. None of us ever made a video about any of this shit. None of us ever have. We've made
No,
plenty of like different stupid little short ones, whatever, but never, ever, ever have we
not
ever
none
made.
of us will. What Julie
No.
don't. Well, she probably does fucking understand, but she doesn't know. Chuffy's not the only person to have lost a child, and that's all I'm saying. And none of us will ever do anything like that. And we're fucking sick to back teeth of getting accused of shit like that. It was
Yeah.
same with that email. None
Yeah.
of us would do that.
Yeah.
You
And I
know what I
wanted to
mean?
bring up that JD person. What who like first of all, JD, I know I've seen her around. It could have been Bam's chat. It might not have been Bam's chat. I don't know, but I know I've seen JD around. I don't know
Yeah,
JD.
it was back in day though. It was pretty early on while I've been
It
there.
was, it was a long time ago, but I remember the name. But like, I'm sorry, JD, but I have no idea who you are. I thought, to be honest, you're a man, JD, with the name. I honestly, I never really even thought about it until like the last couple of days. It seems that we were being really nasty about your deceased husband. I didn't even like. We don't know you, darling.
Don't
We
know
don't
her.
know your married situation.
I
We
have
didn't.
seen her about. I have.
Yeah, same,
Don't
same. But I
know her.
don't know her.
If it is a woman, I don't know. I don't know if she's married. I don't know naught about her.
Exactly. That's what I was just saying. Like I knew I actually thought it was a man because JD seems like a man's name kind of thing. But anyway, like I'm sorry, darling, but we don't know anything about your husband. I don't know anything about you. I don't know where you live. I don't I know nothing about don't know your name.
No.
So how we would be talking about your husband if we don't know you is miles beyond me, like it really is. And that's lies. That's absolute outright lies.
But
I mean,
she will, Jura will say things like that to her subs that they don't know us either, but they'll believe this shit, and that's what I don't like.
I know.
I mean, she said quite a few times that I'm common as muck, and I swear I do. I apologise if I upset her. I can't help it. We all swear around here. I'm from Barnsley area in South Yorkshire. It's
Uh,
no. It don't mean no.
Same here in Dublin. Well, and Clare, Jesus, we're very bad.
Yeah, it just rolls off tongue naturally.
I know. I know. What can you do? It's it's where you're from. But
Mm,
yeah, I mean, this whole JD business is just perplexing to me. I mean, who the fuck is this, and where did this come out of? Do you know what I
I don't
mean?
know. I don't know the woman.
No, either do I.
Nothing about her. No.
No, no, either do I. And I wanted to fill in. There was a couple of people out there wondering about the whole Alison Purcell situation. Well, I'll go through the Alison Purcell situation. I think more of it may have started before I was even on Bam's channel. I know she was very tight with Bam. And they were good friends. Like Bam kind of put up with her, she knew she was
Mm.
like harmless, whatever. And Bam was unfortunately getting sicker and sicker and sicker, and she was unable to care for her home and herself anymore. I mean, I used to be telling her how she'd go and bleach her hair, and she was like, "Oh, that's too much effort. My arms wouldn't be able to do that," and all this kind of thing.
Mm.
Like, so, she was definitely, getting worse and worse, as you can imagine somebody would when they're dying. Like, and Alison came in, stood on top of her ceramic cooker top hob, smashed that, smashed the little thing from Flimpy, her dog that died, that she absolutely adored. all sorts of things she broke and smashed, and we were
And
thinking,
Bam thought it was done deliberately, didn't she? Because
oh,
it was just.
absolutely, yeah, yeah, because
Mm.
Bam wasn't falling over her feet for Alison, and Bam made it quite clear with Alison that she didn't want any sort of relationship. They were friends, and that's pretty much the end of it. And Alison didn't like that. Alison got quite uppity about it, and then she started wrecking her stuff, start smashing her stuff. And all this kind of shit happened. And then she was supposed to be stealing. There was all sorts of stupid things going on online. She was supposed to be stealing her post and all this kind of crap. But I think the worst thing that Alison did was take pictures of her house and Bam, and then put
Yeah.
them online. I think that was probably the worst
Well,
thing. You know.
you see, we didn't understand a lot that were going on in Bam's home life.
Yeah.
But apparently one day Fingal showed up there and just started tackling house because it had gone disrepaired, and it needed help, and
It
Bam
did.
needed help, but it were an unannounced visit that shocked shit out of Bam to start
Yeah.
off with, and she just didn't know what to fucking do. She took over, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know that she was taking photographs until it was bad actually. I reached out to her when Fingal's mum died. My
Yeah.
mum had not long since died, and we were going through the same shit
Yeah.
because when someone dies without a will, it's called intestate, and everything has to go to probate, and you have to prove who you are, and it's
Yeah.
all dealt with solicitors, and so the war that bit and putting house on market, getting in touch with land register, and I thought
Yeah.
I can help her with all that bollocks what you have
Yeah.
to do.
There's a lot to
So
be done.
I felt sorry for her because Fingal herself posted that she'd only got a year to live, and I thought, oh fuck
Yeah.
me, somebody needs to. But
Yeah.
obviously she'd gone behind the scenes running to Tinksy and all them lot, and every single email that I were reaching out to Fingal with, she'd want to know, is Bam really dead? Look at this photo I've took her. And it were all raking shit up of the Bam. And I said, I'm not talking about Bam. I will never, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? You're not going to
Yeah.
get no info. And I got 50,000 emails, and it was not to do with how she's feeling or out like that. Every now and again, I'd get a picture of cat, but it was fishing for information
Oh, yeah.
for them lot.
No, I know.
And
I
that's all
know.
it was. And I just told her it, and look, you're being used by the wrong fucking people. We've reached out, we've all tried to help you.
Yeah.
And she just turned ballistic on
Yeah.
all of us.
I know. Well, she made up. She concocted this scenario in her head that, you see, Alison doesn't drive, and Alison won't go anywhere unless she's taken from her door to the next place she's going to that door. That or
Mm.
I remember Bam telling me that she won't go anywhere, like, unless she's picked up at the door and dropped to the door, she's not going. Um, so and she doesn't drive, so her friend, I'm not going to mention any names, everybody knows at this stage who's who. Her friend would bring her to Bam's, and she'd sit down and have a cup of coffee with Bam, maybe have a cigarette, I don't know if they smoke, and they were having a chat while Alison was doing whatever she was doing, breaking the place up by the sounds of it. And all of a sudden Alison got it into her head, um I would say she got it into her head that, like, these two are going to be best friends and they're going to squeeze me out, because this is how, do you know what I mean, this is where her head goes to. She's a very, very jealous person. Like, she can't handle you having more other friends except her, and you have to be the bestest friends in the world. Do you know what I mean? Like, that kind of crazy.
God.
Yeah, she's that kind of crazy, like,
Possessive crazy.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. And this drove her around the bend. And then sure, what the lies she came out with after Bam died. Oh, hey Fern, how's it going? The lies she came out. Hey Granny Fanny. Um
Oh, hello everybody. I can't look at chat. I've only got a mobile phone. I need another device. Don't have to be fucking sneaky like others. But no, I don't.
yeah, and then the lies she came out with, she came out with this mad whopping lie that the girl that drove her to Bam's house and Bam were having this lesbian affair, and this, that, and the other. Like, I mean, the biggest load of horse shite you could ever hope to hear. I mean, it was bad. But the thing is,
But
the girls, the
I don't know
friends
if
that
I can
came
say
with her,
this. They actually reached out to you privately, didn't they? Them
they,
women.
they did, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
It's horrible. I mean, what these two women have been through because of her is absolutely horrific. I mean, if anybody should get time, Alison, I hope you're hearing this. You should get time for the way, for everything that you've done to these girls. They're not even on here. They've nothing to do with this app, and yet you've dragged them into a whole heap of shit that you know is pure lies. You went running to Tinksy and to Sarah Bellum, and they made a fucking terrible video about all of this.
Well, they made that channel, didn't they? That Nottingham
Oh
Bike
yeah,
channel and put it on. That's
yeah,
what Jura's threatening now with me. She's going to make a channel and upload all the pictures and information she's got about me. What fucking Deanne nicked when I'd
yeah.
closed. It was a deactivated account as well that he'd stolen from. But I've told her, I've said, if she does, I know exactly where pictures have come. Police have already dealt with that once, and it'll be so fucking easy
Oh
to get
yeah.
it fucking sorted out again. Because I'm not having it.
No.
But it just, she shows a send up because she proves a send to be a doxer.
Yeah,
She
she
will
does.
say, "Oh, we don't do that." She doxes everybody she can. Everybody she's got a chance, she will dox. She'll
Yeah.
lie about. I mean, look, she put a picture up of that woman. What's her name? That star, Daniela Westbrook.
Oh, and that's
Who,
supposed to be you. Oh,
yeah, who in real life has had to go to court because she's had a
yeah.
stalker for the last 5 years just because she didn't have time to sign an autograph for her. Made
Wow.
her life hell. And what does Jury do? Fucking puts her foot.
Wow.
She is the nastiest, horriblest cunt
Yeah, she's
going.
a nasty piece of work. Hey, Kelly. Hey, baby. She's a nasty piece of work. And like the thing at the end of it is, there's no need for any of this shit. Like we're quite happy to go about our own way, but you keep dragging us back into shit. You know, like I keep getting sent screenshots of people mentioning my dad in chats.
I
You know,
know.
and you've no fucking business mentioning my father's name anywhere in any chat. He's nothing to do with YouTube. You
That's
know,
that dark one, mainly. She's got like a fucking obsession of you.
she's got a hard on for me. You know what I mean? But I'm sorry, darling. I'm very straight and very married. Sorry. Chance your arm with somebody else, like, because it ain't gonna be me, sweetheart. So, yeah, Saoirse and oh, let me see. Jura must be friends with Dropbox Queen then. Well, I don't know if she is Saoirse, but I would imagine she probably is. I would imagine she's
Yeah,
close
she
friends
is.
with the
She's
Dropbox.
friends with both of them, with Tinksy and Bellend. Obviously, she must have our information. One thing about us, people will talk about us. They'll say we're Bam's mods. They don't know what kind of people we are. Yeah, we
No,
were Bam's mods, but we are the loyalist kind of people. We all had us
yeah,
differences in end, and we've never said a bad word. And
no,
things we know we keep to ourselves, and we don't backstab or go to join our enemies, and that's what they can't stand because they fucking channel lot backstab.
I
We
know.
don't. We look after his own, and we'll stay true.
Yeah, the thing.
And they'll never be able to say that about the Sens.
Exactly. The thing that made me laugh was when it kind of became quite apparent that we had left Bam's what's his name, Scotty the Hottie. He was like, well, they're not
Oh
welcome here, as if we were going, as if we were stuck for somewhere to go or something to watch. Get a fucking grip.
no,
That
but
was the only thing that
that's
didn't.
brought another thing up as well because she's saying we as a group. So this one weren't just pointed at me, although most are alive were about me. This one were a group. They call everybody speedophile. She says, "No, we don't. No,
No,
we
we
don't.
don't.
It were your." What happened was that horrible battery acid guy, he made a video and it was disgusting. He
Yeah,
dropped his pants and he was pretending to have sex with Adie's face. online live, and I thought, fuck me, this is bang out of order. So I did a video because he were trying to call AD out for being a P for
Yeah.
doing a fucking song online on this mule thing, and a little kid joined in. And I thought, well, what is more perverse than you dropping your kicks? You know what I mean? And the
Yeah.
songs that he's got on his channel is all sex, and it's about killings and
Oh,
murder. I'm like, you're fucking that sort of weirdo. You know what I mean?
I know. I
But
know.
no, we don't go around calling people paedophiles. That were you hunting AD down and calling him
Yeah,
and
that's
trying
all
to
they
fucking
called.
blacken his name.
But that's all they called me. Like, hi Frida. Like they went actively looking for content like that. And if they couldn't find the content like that, they alluded to it. Do you know that way? Like,
Right.
oh, look at this. He's on Smule and he's singing with a child. No, he upload a video of him singing singing, and then somebody else can duet with them. Do you know what I mean? You can sign to duet with them, and that's how it
But
works.
it's how they twist shit.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now listen, I don't like AJ. I don't like the
No,
man.
no.
He's not.
But
He's not somebody up there.
it's not that I like AD.
Yeah.
It's like I can't stand people lying or someone being wronged,
Yeah. Well,
especially
that's it.
by a low life like and
Well,
rest of them.
exactly that. I mean, I hate to see anybody wronged, even if I hate them, even if I can't stand them. A lie is still a lie. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And even though it would kill me to stand up and say, actually, no, she didn't say that. She said this. Yeah. So there you go. We definitely don't like lies, and it would kill me to have to stand up for somebody that I can't stand. But I wouldn't see anybody wronged either. But yeah, I
And
don't. What's wrong
another
with
thing
Jura?
that she
She's
another
got
thing that she said, Dura, in her live,
uh-huh.
was that we called Frankie a thief. I personally did, Dura. Me, not we, me, because I went to him directly and asked for my money back. I asked for a refund because the things I bought in the auction, I didn't receive. I didn't receive any of them. So
Yeah,
what's that then? It's a scam. It's a grift. It's fraud. It's theft. So that's me. That's not everyone. It happened to quite a few of us.
yeah,
But that's the reason why. So when you're just saying things that we've blackened family name and everything like, explain reasons why to them and
yeah,
see what they make out of it.
yeah. Well, I mean, it is. It is a form of theft. It is a form of it's fraud. Like if you
No,
paid for.
no, but I mean, I went to Frankie
Oh, I know you did.
Ruzek and I
Yeah,
went to Outback because it were on his live.
yeah,
And we got nothing. We got nothing back. So what does she expect? Us to just go, oh, well, I've given that money and that's it. No, I bought things and never received them.
yeah.
That's theft. It's
Yeah.
fraud. What do you
I
call it?
I know. I remember being so upset over that because one was just a feather or something. It wasn't even like it wasn't
No,
even like
no.
awkward or hard to post or a big deal. Like she could have just gone out the back and grabbed one and put it in an envelope. You know what I mean? It was just
I
I
know.
couldn't understand that. Like,
I think
hey,
it's because it were us. When it happened to a lot of us on Bam's channel, they just didn't want to honour anything that we'd paid for. There were a lot of us that were treated bad by
well,
him.
well, I mean, yeah, you don't need to tell me. I remember it well, my love. I remember it well. It was a nightmare from start to finish. The whole thing was a night. Great. It was a great idea. The community came together to try and do something good, but it was how it was all handled that it went down the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, there's only so many times I can say that before it becomes boring and I'm bored hearing myself say it. But yeah, like Jura, don't come on here saying we all done this and we all done that. A, I don't even know who the fuck you are. And B, you're older than all of us put together. All of us. So like relax there with your L1 or whatever, you geriatric lunatic.
Elderly.
You know what I mean? Like,
Like,
you
fucking
know,
hell.
oh, she must be having the old Alzheimer's now. She's forgetting what age she is. But yeah, and I've never lived in a wheel with fucking wheels on it. I've always lived in a stone built house, my love, and I've never once ever heard anybody roaring at me, "Pump up the wheels, Bosco, we're moving."
No, me either. I mean, it's not like she's trying to say that I'm racist because I've used that word pikey. Okay, every single live I've done, and I've not done many, but whenever I'm speaking, because I am broad Yorkshire, she'll
Yeah,
say, "Oh, she's common as muck. Have you heard her? Have you heard the likes of the one, the lick of the one, and all that shit?" There's such a thing, Jura, if you didn't know about dialect
yeah.
discrimination. That's a form of fucking racism. If you didn't know that, just Google it, love, and you'll see.
Oh
But
no,
she's
no.
done that to me years. So calling her a pikey, I don't care if she's a pikey or she's not. But fucking hell, where she acts. Do you know
I
what I mean?
I know. It's the well, now I don't know what she's trying to come across all holier than thou, and she's a fucking snake. You
Oh,
know what I mean? That's
fucking
the long
double-headed
part
snake,
of it.
Medusa.
Yeah, she's just a fucking snake. What happened with her and Sagacious? Haven't they fallen out? And what happened with her and Dot?
No, they did do. I think they're friends, but uh, Sagacious and Amber have never been close. Sagacious doesn't have a lot of time for Amber, and Jury does. Obviously, they've been buddies for a long time. And at one time, Jura chose Amber over Sagacious' friendship, and they fell out for a few months. But they're back friends again now.
Oh right,
So,
okay, all right. I'm not interested in that side of any of them. I'm really not interested in any of them at all. Like, but I just find it interesting. I found her snooping on my channel, and I was like, "What the fuck is she doing over here?" And leaving.
yeah.
I thought, oh,
But
okay,
she'll put it round and she keeps saying, and it's because she's blocked. And calling me Stan, who the fuck's Stan? I have
I
no idea.
I
But
don't
she's
know.
trying to make out I'm stalking her when it's her that told everyone to block me. When
Oh,
I'd been there before she even landed
oh,
there. Do you know what I mean? It's
yeah, I
fucking
know.
weirdo. But it'll make no difference. I am blocked on CJ's channel. I've been blocked for a few years. I still watch her. I still like her. She's talented. She's funny.
Yeah,
And
she's funny.
Jura not liking me is not going to make me not like CJ, if you know what I mean. She's
Yeah, of
jealous
course.
as fuck as CJ. She
Yeah,
really, really
I
is.
don't. I've listened to the way she speaks to CJ. Sometimes isn't very nice, and I don't know if CJ has picked up on that or not.
No, well, she started off, didn't she, when she were on Dots and CJ, can you remember that cartoon that likened it? CJ, are you recording? No. She were always telling her, "Stop it, CJ, behave it." She does, she's so controlling. But CJ would be so much better off without her. So much
Yeah.
better off.
She's funny. Like, I mean, CJ doesn't need anybody with
No,
her
she
to be
don't.
funny. She's
She
just
don't realise how good she is.
yeah,
But that, I think Jura doesn't like that, because if CJ and her did fall out again, where would she be able to go? You
yeah,
know what I mean? She'd have nobody then, Jura, because fucking Amber's on her ass with
yeah.
everything that's come to light.
Am I
Mm,
right? Shaun? Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know where Amber and Robbie and all of them are gonna go from here. I mean, look, I don't want to see anybody not getting clean or anything like that. I wish him the very best. I wish anybody who's going through any kind of addiction the very best. I really do, and I hope they pull it together. I'm not interested in tearing somebody when they're already down. I
no,
the best, and I hope they do well for themselves. Like, I don't want any part of all of that.
no.
You know. Sorry, I'll drop the link in case somebody else wants to come up. But yeah, so in case anybody was wondering, that's the history of Juror, the pain in the arse. I mean, and the thing that annoys me is she tags me. No, she doesn't tag me. She writes this big long fucking community post, right? Um, well, this community post, and like she says my name, but she doesn't tag me. So it's like, oh, you're trying to be big in front of your friends, but you don't really want me to see it. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to talk about somebody or make a post towards somebody, you need to tag them so they'll see it. I mean, I think I only seen it yesterday, and she'd made it days beforehand. Somebody sent it to me, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, you want to bark, but you're afraid. You know?
Mm-hmm. She always needs backup.
Yeah.
If you notice, mind you, she took her live down, but she'll say, "And can you remember what they did about this and what she said about that?" And I'm like, "No, we fucking didn't. It's all lies. It's all bollocks for your subs to listen to."
Yeah.
It's, but she'll involve other people. I mean, she involved herself on your channel. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she will involve other people to back up her story that it's first time they're fucking hearing it. Because we don't know note about it.
No, I mean, as I said before, I thought JD was a guy. I had no idea it was.
I don't know much about her. She has been around a long time in different
Yeah,
chats, and I know she had a falling out on Bam's side because one
I've
day
no.
she was here, one day she was. I don't know ins and outs of it, but I don't know if she's ever been married. I don't know if she's ever got. I don't know anything about
No,
her.
me either. Me either. So I find it very strange that we're
Because she
comment.
wants backup, so she's involving people
Oh
who
no,
she
I know that,
knows.
but I hope
Yeah.
this JD person can see that. Like, well, if we've never ever had, a conversation with you, or even, got to know you in any way, shape, or form, how in the name of God would we be speaking about your private business with your home life with your husband? It's not going to happen. Like, you know,
They'll never understand that we don't do fucking real life shit. We'll
no,
call people out online
yeah,
and we might drag them because they're bastards and they deserve it. But we don't go fucking dabbling behind scenes and shit. I mean,
no,
she said, and I'll upload all your video. Good. Because they were fabulous. They were hilarious, my videos.
they were
My
hilarious.
my videos were just clips that Chuff had put out herself or Google pics of animals, hippos and shit like that. There were nothing behind the scenes of,
No,
family members. It was shit that
no,
they'd already put out online. But they were
yeah,
funny. And
yeah,
if
they
she's
were.
got them, good on her. I bet she's watching them and fucking howling at them.
They were very, very funny. They were funny. But I was always afraid that your channel would disappear. But it just seems like your channel's disappearing because of another part, like because of that particular person being a shit. Hey,
Well, no, she'll go around and purposely make sure she'll say, "Oh, she's ban evading," but not
right.
say why and
And what
who
about our
took it
friend?
down.
What about our friend Amber? How many bans has she? And she's back. You know.
No,
What about Amber? She's ban evading. But that it's okay for her though, is it?
yeah, of course it is.
Mm, yeah. Okay. People in glass houses, you know what I mean? You shouldn't be throwing stones. A fucking stupid thing to do. Like going on about you ban evading, yet our nice close pal is doing the exact same thing. They're all full of shit. I can't be bothered with them. I really can't.
It's not that I can't. It pisses you off when
Yeah.
lies, such fucking nasty lies, are told. No video were ever made of a dead child. No video ever will be made of a dead child.
No.
No email were ever sent a dead child. It's fucking wrong. It's nasty and it's sick to
It is.
even fucking twisted cow. We've never spoke about JD. We don't know her.
No.
We know of her. We've seen her, but we don't know enough all about her. It's
No.
all bollocks that she was saying on there just to put me in a bad light. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And her to
Oh,
be sunshine but fucking that's them lot.
yeah. Hey, Cassius.
Yeah, I've just came up to say hi.
How are you
Yeah,
doing, my darling?
yeah, I'm doing grand. Yep,
There
I
you
was just listening.
Cass.
I was listening to all the.
Oh, let me
I'll
just
try and talk the
explain
Queen's
this.
otherwise. Yeah,
Cassius.
Oh,
Just
yep.
let me explain this so people know, because there has been a rumour, love. The reason I call Cassius Cass is not because I'm sweet on him, and it's not because he's my pet. It's because when I type his name in my phone, it's a second-hand phone I bought.
Yep.
I can't get predictive text off. It
Excuse me.
automatically types fucking casserole. So everywhere I go in, it will type in casserole. So I
Yep.
stop it now at Cass, and that's the only reason I call him Cass.
A lot of people,
I'll
a few
put
people
people
call me
right
that.
on that as well.
Yeah.
I
A few
do too
people,
when
that's
I'm
a new one. But yeah, you know, Sheila, we know, darling.
We know what happens with these fucking
casserole.
phones.
That was so funny. Hey, casserole. I mean, casserole. I mean, and
Casserole.
every time she was trying to
I've been
say,
called worse. Believe me, I've been called worse. Yeah.
that was so funny.
Casserole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, casserole.
No, sorry.
No, but yeah, the amount of people, it's just, I think it's short. I mean, when I first came on, I was an African American, 6 foot fucking five guy that lived in Scotland for some reason. I was
Oh,
American, but I lived in Scotland. But yeah, each to their own. But yeah, let them say what they want. They're just, if that's how pitiful they can be, they really fucking need a hobby. They really do. But yeah, I was listening, and I'm not going to drag up everything you've been saying, but yeah, it's Jura. Yeah, she stuck her head. I've been around a long time, and it was like Dorothy's. I was saying a couple of you guys last night. I remember Dorothy was in a certain guy's channel. You know who I'm talking about, and she every comment someone made left, she would answer it for him. And
well,
he had to actually come and say to her, listen, you're a moderator, I appreciate you, but please stop speaking for me. She wasn't answering, she was speaking for him. So she was literally talking for him. And it was, you
wow.
can't do it. It's like me being in here and saying, looking at the end of your life, Wiccan, and answering questions for you. Like, yeah, that was a great, it wasn't just that was a great live. Yeah, it was a great live, wasn't it? She
Well,
was going into personal details. No, personal as in just nosy. But
Yeah.
Dorothy, I just want to
well,
say one thing about her is one thing, and the last thing is, well, maybe not the last thing. She started off with the most hateful channel of all, and they'll go on about Bam and everybody else. It was surviving Kelly, the advocate. Now, Kelly, the
Mm.
advocate, when I first saw Kelly, the advocate, or heard her, I didn't have a beef with her. I had no grievance with her. And then it was, I'm speaking very polite today. I just noticed that. Then it was,
You are.
I am, yes. Every word's coming out clear. But it sounds like rear rabbit. Nah. So I had no beef with Kelly. I had no, and then she started on and she got a wee bit sort of blah, blah, blah. And then I felt sorry for her when it came out about the family and what they had done and what they said and all this other shit. And that's why I'll comment and I'll
She was
say
right bad, Kelly, little
everybody
bugger.
she will.
everybody that gave him money was in love with him. And that's coming from your mother's mouth, no from mine. I wrote that. I think so. I've left a comment on Jura's channel, and she got back to me, and she was, "How are you keeping yourself?" and blah blah blah. And you doing this, and you paying the rent, and oh yeah, wait. You
What do
don't
you
fucking
mean?
know a thing about my life, so wait, indeed. But just leave the neighbours fucking lead on the roofs. Let it be, and stop pulling up their driveways and shit. You know, knacker. But Jura, she's never had time. I was in Country Joe's as well, Sheila,
Hmm.
and it wasn't under my name, it wasn't Cassius, it was under another one. And I, like yourself, I loved that creator. I still do. I laugh my arse off
She's
at
so funny, and
her.
there's no wrong in saying that. And she's really
No,
talented, and I
there's
like
not.
her.
And you'd be
So.
hypocritical. Well, a lot of people would be hypocritical by saying, she's a fucking bitch, or she's not funny. She is funny. She is.
Hmm.
I mean, I was listening a while back and she was doing the American accent, and I thought, just go with it. Just go with it. But she's brilliant. She's a good creator. But then again, I think I said to her a simple question, and I said, "Did you and Juror have a fallout?" The Juror popped
Yeah.
up, boom, in the chat out of nowhere. That's
Well, they
not.
did at one time. At
Uh,
one time they did. I can't remember what it were over. And CJ actually came to my channel and asked if I'd got an email, and she wanted to know things about Jura. And I wouldn't say, even though I was like, yay, thank fuck, you know, they're falling out, she's seen the light, I still
Yep.
wouldn't say anything about Jura.
Mm.
Because I'm not fucking like that until I'm forced to. But I'm
Yeah.
sick of all
No.
shit and lies going round.
No, you're
Mm.
going to stick up for yourself when people are saying shit. So what I want to say is, if Juror's going to pull this stroke, as in with the doxing, as I wrote in chat earlier, is that if somebody puts up Juror's address and her pictures of her house and her cat and her fucking dog, am I allowed to do that in turn and follow it? And like, if just say someone was to post her name and address, am I allowed to do that because I've seen it, like what she done with Leslie? Is she proudly? I listened to a bit of it yesterday, last night, and I turned it off. Was it last night, last week, whatever? And I turned it off because she was just that. That she's
Okay.
And
just. It
it's,
was.
I know.
I don't.
She goes on about my voice, and I can't help my accent, but it's a viciousness behind
It's the
it.
yeah.
Ugh.
And she takes great delight in what she when she says it. When she was saying it, I can't think of the word. I'm lost. My head's brain fart. But it's just the yes, and it was me. It was, and it fucking is. And I'll do that, and I'll fucking do that. You do what you want, but you take great delight in when you say shit like that. And it was just it's vile. And as you said, she'll say shit about yourself, Sheila, but she look in the mirror and to maybe take a wee tape recording of yourself or listen back to your own live and listen to listen to how you speak and how your voice comes over.
The
You're a
venom.
nasty,
It's
vile
the
little
venom
bastard.
behind it, the fucking snake.
Excuse me, sorry, Vicky, I didn't mean to talk like that in your channel, but it's just it comes out my mouth. I've no filter. No,
No.
with Juror, Dorothy. Like as I say, Dorothy, I was arranged for her. I've mod for her. She took my range, and she literally believed that I was hot over this range. Yeah, Cassius, he's not
Oh,
talking to me because I took his range. Although that's all right. Keep writing. I was hot, honestly. I was
Brian.
trying to hide the pain. For fuck's sake.
oh my.
Yeah, unbelievable. But yeah, you will get them and you'll keep getting them and they'll keep, but as I said, they do this shit and they put anybody's name. Then in turn, if you anybody does it to you, Juror, and you can clip this, I'll then put your information. If somebody puts your information up, as I said, so it's okay for me to do it because that's what you done, and you took great delight in saying that. So if you
Well,
want to say to me, I'm a
don't.
doxing, fuck you.
I just
I
want to
don't know her
ref.
information. I don't want to know her
No, no, I know.
information.
I'm sorry, darling. I'm not saying that. Oh, it's your darling, fucking getting the
I
secrets coming
know
out.
there'll be
But
rumours.
right,
Now,
but honestly, I'm not. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, like as she said, I put it up. If it was there, so yes. And what I was
it was
thinking when I
there for
heard
8
that was,
months.
Sorry,
well,
sorry,
what you
No,
know what it
no
sorry,
was?
need.
guys. We're getting some of the trolls in now. Nutter butter.
Oh,
Like,
fuck
no
is
need to be
good.
upset because Juror is awesome. She has a
Uh,
while you have 20 people watching. Take the
Jura went from
is.
channel to channel. She went from channel to channel hopping and
Yeah, okay.
gaining their subs.
yep,
I'm
That's what she
exactly.
fucking did.
That's correct. You couldn't say that. You couldn't have said a truer word. That is fucking correct. Yeah, you're spot on with that. You're bang on. She went from channel to channel and she was scraped. She was pulling. It was like fucking a fisherman trolling and sort of right. I'll pick this one up. Pick this one up. But no, a lot of people like you, Jura. There's a lot of people that dislike you, just like me. I'm no flavour of the month. I'm not for everybody, and I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be. So you can take your sanctimonious arse and fuck clean off because I've never took to you, never will take to you.
No.
I don't fucking like her. And I'll bluntly say, and I've not come on here to rant and rave. I just, and I'm not saying this, Sheila, we speak wicked, we talk. I'm not saying this because I don't fucking like her. Just
Yeah.
like Dorothy. I spoke to her, sorry, spoke to her for a bit on her channels, I should say. And then she got nasty. And I said she had one of the biggest, worst fucking channels for dragging people. This was one person. You've maybe got 300
Yeah, but
people on her
Jura
channel.
sat with her while she was dragging people.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
that channel was made just to
Excuse me.
hurt Kelly the Advocate.
That's right. Yeah.
And she sat with her, and night after night, they dragged people.
And for everything,
She's got a nasty bone in her body, but
yeah,
pretends she hasn't.
no, and for everything she done, Kelly, I should say, for that family, she shouldn't. I see. This is where I stop with it. I don't know where it went, what was said. I don't know what was said behind closed doors or with the family and her or what. I forget a lot of it. But anyway, I know what I remember. I remember what I do, and what I remember was you're right. She sat there along with Dorothy, licking her arse, kissing her
Yeah.
arse, and she fucking went along with it. And it was like, as I said, it was a vile channel. And a lot of people, I was in there.
Yeah.
But I could say the same, like the poker tournament for AD. Jurors
Mm.
going on about that. Well, that wasn't right, and that wasn't. If I'm not mistaken, you were fucking in there. She'll probably turn out and say I wasn't. But the majority of what's
She was,
Island, you say, was in that.
Cass. She was there because I was in there too, Cass. Not
Well,
always
shit.
wrench
See,
in these as well.
it's like we
Oh.
Dark Angel. I've picked up your name in there. I know her real name. She
Oh.
made a fucking mistake. You made a mistake, you wee gremlin. She made a mistake, and it was. I'm not going to say it out. I'll tell you later. Fuck her. Yeah, Christine. There you go, you little bitch. So she made that
I
fucking
don't
vital.
know
You
that
made a
one. I know
vital
she gives you
fucking
grief.
mistake, Christine, and telling me to abuse my mother. She's waiting on me. I'll bite your fucking son's nose off. I'm sorry, I should have bit my lip there, but I'll bite something else. I'm no. There's vile and there's vile. What she said to me was, "And what do you want a square go?" Meaning, do you want a fight,
I
fist to
know.
fist, a square
I
go?
know.
And then when I said to her, are you what? Are you kidding? She says, "You're picking on a disabled woman, you can't say it."
Oh yeah.
Fucking,
Yeah.
I can't be right for being wrong. So you want to fight me? And I
Were
said,
it
I don't hit women. I don't fight women. But she
Cassius?
could,
Were it her
what's
that
that?
said go home and abuse your mum?
I
It was,
go away and abuse your mother. She's
yeah.
waiting on you. But
And then
and
your
then
or your
your
girlfriend was.
and my girlfriend before that. But then she said to Tink, then Tinksy tried to backpedal for her, tried to damage control and say that's what Bam, that she was trying to say that's what your pal would have said.
Ah,
So what a load of bullshit. So once
yeah.
again, bam, 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 the go-to place when there's a fuck all else to say. So really, who comes out of that shit? No, that's what she was mimicking. No, she wasn't. She wasn't
No.
mimicking fuck all because she had said it a couple of weeks before that. Away and
Mm.
abuse your girlfriend, or
Did
and then away and abuse your mother. She's waiting on you. Is
that's
it honestly? It's
yeah. That's the
fucking.
stuff that rolls off her tongue. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Something that rolls off her tongue. That's not something that Bam would say. It just
No.
isn't. She'd say some fucking
No.
very vile things. She'd cut
Aye.
your throat in half, but she wouldn't. I've never heard her come out with that. Like
No. No, no,
no.
it's I mean, she would say there is a lot of things said, but no, would even like that. No, no, as much as that, or no. Yeah, I'm a heavy Brian. I just seen that, but yeah, I'm not a fucking Celtic supporter. That put it that way, we dark arse. But yeah, it's just that these people. That's what I get my kill when I listen to these people, and I think back years, a couple of years back, 2, 3 years back, and I think I remember. Yous were all fucking in Bam's channel then. And as I said to one particular person, listen, see if you're going to say anything to me about being in Bam's channel, take your arse away back 2 years ago when you were in our channel as well,
Oh,
and you would happily fucking sit there because you
mm,
had nowhere else to go, or you would sit there and you'd listen and listen to everything she said and everything she said to us.
yeah,
We've all got a mind of our own. We all knew what to think and what to who to believe in, what to believe. We're no fucking robots. We're no automatons. We know what we know. But these people think, yeah, you were in there, you done this, and you thought that, and you think, no, we've got a mind of our own. We knew what we knew, and
yeah.
as I said, what happened, nobody knew about Bam at near the end.
No,
And I know very fucking little. There you got. I'll say that up front. I wouldn't lie and say I know everything. And no, I know very little. And very little. And I didn't. I don't. I need for people to share that with me. I don't need to know. The woman wasn't. The woman wasn't well. And she.
yeah.
But Juror. So I'm sorry. I keep bringing her name up. And so I'm stop talking a minute. Juror, when she fucking said that the other week there about aye, and isn't it ironic? She fucking passed a year. Are you really? And sorry, that's just like what I wanted to say. when Leslie, whatever her fucking name is, when she put up, remember Norman, Leslie Norman, remember Sarah Bellum, I seen a comment the other day for you, aye, stay away from Leslie, and Norman and Leslie, they're up to vile, evil, vile stuff or some shit like that. So he was a heartless bastard. And I
Yeah.
don't, and as you say, Juror, I don't care if you're talking, I don't fucking care if I'm talking about the dead either. I know what Norman was like. When I was hitting into Braun Moxley, who was the first person to email me, try and get a hold of me, to try and give me a hand? It was old fucking good old Norman. If you need anything, I'll give you a hand. And I says, no, you're all right. It's okay. I've got this. I can do it. If I'm, as I say to a couple of other mods in there, have you done this before? Because I says, because I haven't. I says, I want to pull the guy up for what he said and what he done to what he said to a woman that had been sexually assaulted. Anyway, his fantasy was what had happened to her, and I pulled him up on it. And I did drag him for money that had went missing and other shit. But no, Normski wanted to be right in there and fucking bring him to me. And I said to the other mods, excuse me, have you ever done this before? I says, because I've no. I says, I don't want to ruin the guy's life. I just want to pull him up on a few things. And
Yeah.
I said to him, mention my fucking name and I'll do a video about you every day. And I did. I
Yeah.
did. I dragged them for fucking the Y to the E in YouTube. I dragged them through the mud. And I thought, fuck you. As Ivor, a lot of us did when he sent out his nude pics. Ivor used to call him mushroom dick. But
Oh, bless you. I
but
don't know all that Brom
I
Moxley
know.
shit.
I
I'm
know,
sorry.
Sheila. A lot of people don't. A lot of people, and a lot of people sort of do. And then he cried. I don't know if that's what Sharon's saying. The guy got it. I gave him it fucking tight because I had this girl crying her heart out to me on the phone, and I could not believe what she was saying. And she sent me pictures that he had sent her, and I said to him, John, his name's John. John, listen, what's going on? And he was like, Braun Mox, it's a fucking wrestler. It hate wrestling. So and I says, John, what's going on? I says, you're telling this woman that your fantasies with handcuffs and that. I says, and this is literally what she's been through fucking to hell and back. And you're telling her that you know this and you're telling her that. So anyway, when I said that, and a couple of I don't speak to the other mods now. I've not spoken to them for a while, but as I said that to him, I says, and I said that I don't want to ruin somebody's life. I never doxed the guy. Never. His name is John. He told everybody his name is John, and never doxed him. But a lot of people that I see in chat, a few people I see in chat, and a good few people on the internet were in his channel. Cheryl and everybody was. I was talking to Cheryl the other week there, and she could tell me Cassie, I was going to say, John, Cassie, we used to argue back and forward. She says, it used to be serious as fuck. Well, I laughed. And it was the other night there. She was talking to something, and I was like, really? I can't remember it. She's like, yep. I used to wind you up something fucking awful. And I laugh because I love Cheryl. She
I
has got
do.
one of the
Yeah.
voices, like yourself, Wicked. She could go. I could listen to her. You could listen to her all day. She's got one of the.
Yeah.
She's made for. She's got her. Is I think it's like
She's got a
Granny
voice for
Fanny,
radio.
radio voice. Sheila, is that what they call it? It's
Yeah.
just like that. But aye. But as I say, sorry, rant over. It's no really. I'll still be here next week. Going on with it. But as I say, if that's what the main thing that I wanted to say was if Jura is happily say, and I didn't want to hear any shit about me talking about Norman. If you want to talk about somebody who's passed away as well, Jura, and you don't, as you're in your words, you don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what I say, but about me talking about. If you didn't give a fuck about talking about a dead woman, then I didn't give a fuck about talking about. But it's not as if then I don't give a. I've never gave a
Well,
fuck
she
about talking
didn't
about
give a fuck
Norman.
about doxing her while she was dying and
There you
people were
well,
harassing her at home. She
aye,
didn't give a fuck with all the details out online for 8 months.
yep,
So
yeah.
she's not gonna give a fuck now, is she? She'll just say what she wants.
That's
But
so mad.
I'm not having lies and fucking subs that don't know us thinking that is exactly what we did. It didn't happen
Yeah.
like that.
But Sheila, as you said, like we Country Joe. Sorry, that I was in the middle of saying that and I went off a rant. I need to slow down. It's like a fucking speeding at my head here. It's the I've got about 2 hours of conversation in the 15 minutes. But it's like what she done with me when she cut. I used to say, CJ, go and give me a song. Was she taking the piss out of her? I liked the way she would sing in that American accent. And she would sing. She would say, right, whatever the fuck my name was, Joe Blogs. And she would sit and Juror, of course, that's not Joe Blogs. I know exactly who that is. And I thought, you fucking cow. Do you know what I mean? I thought, you have to fucking, nothing said about you,
I
Juror,
know.
but you had to come in and say, and for then, I go in and I listen to Country Joe. Because I think, as I said, the last one with Robbie with the video, I was fucking poorless. I was
Well,
absolutely laughing
we
my
can
arse off.
moon those because it were like I were howling about that fucking critique she did, Robbie, and I just
Yeah,
can't stop
that,
laughing.
aye.
What
And
did I say?
Wickham now is a fan of Country Joe.
Oh
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
she's fucking
she
brilliant.
can't stop us liking people. You know,
No,
No,
whether I'm blocked or not, I'll still like her, Jura.
yeah, yep,
she's funny. She is funny. I mean, I do get a
yep.
laugh out of her. She's funny. It's the way she comes out with things, the way she says things. Just she's
I
fun.
just find it hard for. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring this in. This conversation because we're having a laugh. I just find it hard for her to block you without someone
We are
pouring poison
no,
in her ear.
no.
Do you know
Unfortunately,
what I mean?
just the way it is.
Bullshit. Aye.
It's unfortunately.
Uh,
But
I mean, I know
I'd like
you're no crying
I'd,
over
I'd
it, but it's,
I'd like to think that people have their own brain and they can, use their own discernment about who they want or who they don't want to be around. But like, it's like you're you're the handpiece for the head macho, and I think Juror's trying to be the head macho. Do you know what I mean? And having all these people as her little minions,
I know. I
do as
wouldn't
they say.
say that she's bullying CJ, but she does tell CJ what to do. She always has done from
And her
being
own
in
people, like,
Dorothy's.
very rude, very, very, very rude.
yep. It's the way I think she comes. If it's June or sorry, I looked away there. But I was looking at watch it. I was reading the screen. She was. If it's June, she is the way she speaks. It goes right through me. It's just the way. It's so fucking. She has
Venomous,
venomous. She's great delight. And as I say, they say she was saying that
full
a
of
bit. I
snake
heard that a
spit.
bit about yourself, and she's about the way you speak, Sheila. You're talking. I've never heard you saying a wrong fucking word on this panel. If anybody said anything and swore, it's me. But she's, as you said, all you've done is tell the truth. And as you said, she's got to. Oops, I'm taking pictures now. Fucking warrior, it's my
I
phone. If I
know.
tap it twice on the back,
But
it
then
takes a
she'll
screenshot.
blame us for look shaming and then put a picture of Daniela Westbrook, who's had a really bad drug problem in the past and got
Yeah,
no septum in her nose and pretending it's me. I'm
yeah,
like,
I know.
yeah.
No, she was saying if you want to know what Sheila looks like, this is what she looks like. So,
Well,
I
put
mean,
up a picture of yourself, Judah. Put up a
exactly. That's
picture of
what I was just
yourself.
going
You
to
look.
say. Come on, let's
Aye.
see how good looking you are. What, you in your 60s now? Come on, throw up a picture of
I think
yourself.
it's. She said she was 56. Was it 56? I'll be
She's in her
54 in
hole.
April. So
She's in her hole.
yeah.
No, no, I'm not believing that one.
What was
Sorry.
what was that? I missed that.
Yeah, no, I'm not. She did in her hole. I said, there's no way she's only 55 or 56 or whatever. There's not a chance. Yeah, no, no, love, you're now 50, 54 or 55. I'm 50, so that's what 50 looks like. I'm 50, but you, no, another one with a bag of fucking hammers on her.
Like,
Yeah, another one with a face like a bag of hammers. Yeah.
Bosco. Bosco. Pull up the tires, Bosco. Oh no, we're fucking moving. Like, I was fucking killing myself with that. I was absolutely killing myself. Thinking of pissing diesel. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but unfortunately, they do have an odor to them, and it is called piss and diesel. Sorry.
I'm trying to think of cheap links the
Oh, the
aftershave
dry
or fucking
shower.
deodorant
Oh,
or
the dry shower. Oh,
BO and barbecue. Oh
God,
fuck.
Jesus Christ. Oh, that's
Dry
enough.
shower.
Oh, that's just enough to have you puking. Oh, no. Oh, no. And then going in
But,
for a lovely cuddle or something afterwards. Blah.
that's what somebody says earlier. It was Saros. How do you pronounce that lady's name in
What?
Irish? Is it Saros?
Oh, Saoirse.
Saoirse,
Perfect.
and it was something, Saoirse. Yeah, oh, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, I literally have. I was trying to do two things at once. That's how fucking useful I am. I
they
forgot
have
what I
they
was going
have
to say.
um, they have a love of boiled things. Like they'll put a lump of ham into a pot of water and onions and carrots and
Ugh,
potatoes,
yeah.
and they'll boil that up, and then that's dinner.
It reminds me
Mm.
of the Romanians sitting on the streets. No, I seen one. Remember the old ashtrays years ago? You used to get them up to your knee, and you put the cigarette out, and you push the thing, and it would spin round, and the cigarette and the ash would go into
Oh
them with
yeah,
a
them
Oh
old
yeah,
fucking
fashioned ones, yeah.
aye,
They were
aye.
like
They were,
spinning tops.
that's it, aye. That's it. Spinning like spin tops. I'd parked the car outside the supermarket, and I
yeah.
went in, and there was this woman sitting against the metal bollard. And she's got a potato she's cut up with this old fucking penknife. She's cut the potato, put in that, got the wee guy, the fucking the brand new iPhone and on new clothes, better dressed than
Right.
fucking me. He's walked in, got hot water at the butcher's, and to come over, and she's done it. Poured hot water in, and she started pushing that down, like spinning it and grinding it. And as you said, stripping off, peeling off sort of bits of meat, like ham that was already
Oh
cooked ham.
wow.
She's putting
Oh
that, and I thought, oh, that's fucking vile. And these people have got a cheek to, I know, they're all dropped in Edinburgh. They're all dropped off at Princess Street, and they're dropped off, and they'll go to have different destinations, and they'll sit outside the supermarkets and beg for
wow.
money. And I walk past every time. I walk past them. Hello, hiya.
Dear.
Hiya. You know what I mean? Because I'm not giving them a fucking penny. They get all the benefits paid for over here. They get a house in. If the church, they're not living in the church, they'll get a house, or
Yeah.
they'll get put up somewhere. So no, I've no remorse for these people. No, for the ones that I see about here.
Well, a lot
And
of them
as
are
a
professional beggars, aren't there? It's like a
aye,
clique, a
yeah, sure.
syndicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll have a
I
little.
see a lot of it in America. And it is gypsies, funny enough, because the guy's like that. You're gypsy, and she's like, why are you being racist? He says, no, I'm just curious. Are you a gypsy? And they've got signs, but cancer, but my child's suffering with sick fuckers. My child's dying with cancer, and the guy's like that. Look, where's your child? What site is it? We'll make a GoFundMe for a crowd justice or go fund. No, 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 and they walk away, fold up their sign and walk away. The best one was the guy playing. I think it was a guitar, or no, one of these things with pianos with the like
Oh yeah.
that bit in the middle they push in and out. I don't know what it's called.
A
He was
keyboard.
Accordion.
aye, like
Oh, a chord.
like it's like
An
a big
accordion.
wind, a big wind bit in the middle that they push in and they push the buttons at the same time
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the noise. So like that. So he's playing that, and the guy walks up to him and he says, can you play another song? And he's talked to him, and it's still playing. He fucking stopped pressing the buttons. And he's got it recorded with his iPhone. It's fucking brilliant. He's like that. You think, yeah, that's amazing. That's still playing. You're not even touching a fucking button. But yeah, it was brilliant. It was these people, as you said, sure, professional scammers at its
Oh
best.
yeah.
It was terrible. It was brutal. But yeah, so that's what it was. When I forgot her, sorry, God forbid the God forgive me. I forgot how to pronounce her name already. She said that what if jurors yesterday you were saying or the other day, I've got my house bought and paid for and all the rest of it and blah blah blah. Why are you on here asking for money?
Yeah.
I
You know
don't
what I mean?
know.
It's allowed, but
Is the channel monetized? I don't know if it is or not.
aye,
Or
she
has
was
she got
but she was
members?
thanking someone on her live. Oh, thank you, that you know who you are. So like we
Oh,
Frankie, and this is on my back talking about him.
fucking snake
Like
shit.
him, you don't know. I don't know how much was put into his into his PayPal. Sorry, as I said, but how much Durham's getting? But somebody gave her PayPal or whatever. They gave her a donation. The other when she done that live because I could hear her thank it. And she went, "Oh, thank you, my wee darling." Funny, I thought it was saggy, for some reason because she went on about say gauges and how tight she had it. Well, they fucking tight pants video. You put that up, you liked it. enough told you about it. And
She
sorry,
did
I'm not bringing
like it.
Jen
She
into
thought
it.
it was funny until
Aye,
somebody whispered in her ear, and then all of a sudden it weren't
thank
funny,
you.
and we were all bastards.
That's it. There you go. So it's funny how it turns. It's strange how it turns round. It's all right at one time, and then someone says something, somebody pours a wee bit of poison for the teapot into your ear, and it's, oh, I don't like this anymore, and you're all taking a pit. No, but everybody's laughing, and you're laughing along with us. I can remember being in Jen's, she used to have the quiz night. I can remember being at Novington. I remember being in there, and
Nuffs,
Siggy
yeah.
just, aye, nothing. And she came in there, and she was spouting a lot of shit. Because I think her and Jen went tooth and nail for a while.
I think at one time, Saggy, she don't like that, does she? Sagacious thought that
Sagacious,
Nuff had uploaded that video or shared it, and she
no,
didn't. She,
no,
Nuff
she
said she
never.
weren't know what to do with it, but Sagacious had got wrong end at stick. They fell out for a long time over that, but I think
Yeah.
that they apologised to one another and things are fine between them two now.
No, they were. Yeah, I see. Because the Nuff was going to drag her out. Not drag her out, but she was going to do a live on, just say it was a Friday. Excuse me. And it was a Thursday. She had said it. She was on somebody's panel, or she picked up a short live, and she was saying it. And boom, Segay just come right on. I will call her Segay just because somebody called me. It doesn't bother. People can call me what they want. Is they've been called better by worse, or the other way about. But she had said it, and the two of them sort of toughed it out and sorted it out. Come to a resolution, and the two of them, it was like, right, fair enough,
Well, I
okay.
don't think they're friends. It's just
No, no, no,
sorted.
no. It was just sorted. Aye, it was
Yeah.
just sorted, Sheila. But as you said, I mean, we're coming on here. I'm come on. The Wickens went live, not for any particular reason. But then, as you said, we talk about we mentioned Juror because it's something. It's the elephant in the room, as old Maureen Cook says. That's the only place that I remember that coming
She's
from.
in thick of everything.
Excuse
All
me.
the trouble, it comes from her.
Yeah. Well, as I said, I'm not going to sit
Main
back.
whispering snake.
Uh-huh. And she's been off YouTube for a while. I've never followed her, so I've never, and I've got a new channel because the premium in my bank account somebody tried to take money out of it. I
Oh
changed
yeah,
it, and that
yeah.
YouTube premium fucked up, and then the family one, I had tried to get that back, and it wouldn't with certain countries done on the VPN or some shit like that. So that's how. I think the last time, I don't know if it was yours, Wiki, and I was up last time, and somebody says, I don't believe that's Cassius in chat. It was me. It was just that I think I could have got a notification the other day. You have 10 subscribers. Your channel's getting recognised. You have 10 subs. Yoo-hoo, 10 subs. Yes. Well, fucking 30 by 20 years' time. But yeah. But it's just a lot of shit, unnecessary bullshit that goes about and that shouldn't. It should be left. You don't need to. She doesn't need to come on alive. And I was talking about Juror and the way, as I said, the way she gleefully. I'm not gleefully saying you're a scumbag or you're a maggot. Or fuck, it sounds like that song. You cheap lousy faggot. Happy Christmas, you're right. It's not as if I'm coming on gleefully saying it. I've told you, I don't fucking like you. It's if you didn't take to me, fair enough. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I don't like her. I can't take to her. I've never met her, and I can't take to her. But
Sorry, just Sagacious just popped up in the channel there. I don't know if anybody else can see her. I can see her. What are you
oh, I
talking
can see
about?
her.
Yeah, why are you accusing Lisa of lying?
Tell
Uh,
me she thought it was
why,
funny. I said felt bad for her. I said.
sweetheart? I don't understand why you're calling Lisa a liar.
Okay, I remember Siggy just telling me she thought it was funny. I said I felt bad for her, and she said to me, "Don't feel bad." It's funny. She's talking about the hot pants or tight pants video or whatever the hell it was. Siggy, I want to call you the other name because I wouldn't. I'm just being nasty by calling you that. But it is, well, I'm not being nasty. It is nasty to call it. I'll call you by the thing with. I give a fuck if I'm called gaseous by that wee dark angel or your pal. But anyway, you liked the video. You thought it was funny until too many people thought it was funny. And
Yep.
people started to share it, and you didn't fucking like it. And I will swear like your fucking pal Juror, because and the other day you put up your wee post. I don't know if I think it was you or your friend Juror that went, yoo-hoo, or whatever the fuck it was. I'm over here, blah, blah, blah. You want to be part of things, Sagacious. As I said, you want nothing to do with nothing. And then when something's said, you look at you jumped in here. So what happened? Did somebody tell you your name was mentioned? Or were you on the sidelines secretly watching the chat like Juror thinks we all do? I
Oh,
should be
she's
watching. Sheila
probably.
be watching it now. Should be watching the channel now. Watch you, Sheila. But you know the fucking flavour of the month. You know the YouTube queen. No, everybody wants to come in, Juror, and watch your channel. As I said, you were in somebody's cheek. You got a cheek to say fucking me or anybody else. You were in Bam's channel. Blah blah. I don't give a flying fuck whose channel I was on and what was said at what time. I've learned a lot since that was said about Amber. Fucking too much. And as I said, with Norman and his pal Leslie as well, that he's all praised. I learned a lot about them. I know exactly how far they went with people. So don't fucking come in here and say people are lying because people aren't lying. You liked that video. You thought it was funny. Well, I don't know if you liked it, but you went along with it. And remember, it was shared, no by Jen, no by Nuff. It was shared, I think, in Normanton that night. And you were pissy faced and you fucking took the hump and it was all of a sudden it wasn't funny anymore.
Yeah.
Camel toe and all that bullshit. How fucking fickle, honestly, how stupid can you get over a video? White pants or fucking tight pants, whatever it was. It was silly.
If you had just laughed at it and just let it
Mm.
die down, it would have gone away. But the
What
fact
about all the
that
videos that Tinksy made of me and fucking Dar with kids in the back of a fucking carriage? You think that's you? So your video, you took offence at that. I took offence at that video with Dar. With somebody with his face on the front of it, and with like Oliver Twist with kids in the back. What were you fucking insinuating? You bunch of snaky bastards. I'm sorry, Wiccan. They're fucking rats, and with the cheek to call me that when we all walked away from the crowd justice.
oh,
I'm fucking raging. I'm sorry. I'm going to bite my tongue. I'm having to bite my tongue
no,
because it's
you're
that
okay.
little shit as well. That wee bastard, Frankie. Honestly, the trouble you caused for people when they helped you. People tried to walk away. One particular creator, I've mentioned her, she walked away. She got a fucking death threat. All because of you little shit. You could have stepped. I've said this and said this. You could have stepped in any fucking time and told that piss hand Dehan to
Mm,
stop his shit.
yeah,
Helen Schaefer, every fucking one of them. Whose channel did you go on to, son, when you wanted to celebrate your fucking win? A man who likes sitting outside a school listening to kids listening to noises that kids make.
that's
Super
so
chuff,
true.
battered, exhausted. Yet he's fucking mock masturbating over another creator. I don't like AD. I didn't in fact I didn't dislike the guy. He's a fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
yeah,
He's not this big con man, Wiccan.
yeah,
He's just he's a fool that can see an opportunity and jumps in. But as Scott said, and I
yeah,
didn't take offence to it, I didn't do much in that community to help. But what other people done, and what I said, when I seen Salty and Jen, Helen Happy, and all the rest of them, Cheryl, Nuff, all of them, everybody, all yous coming together. I was Wiccan, as I said, sorry. I'm all over the place here. I was fucking there in Outbacks when you were burning witch. When you
yeah,
said to him, "Do you want it?" I fucking did. I can remember commenting at you,
yeah,
and you went, "No, it's all right, hon." Something like that. I
yeah.
was fucking annoyed, and I was hurt for you because the
Oh,
way I looked at it was, "Nah, you're not needed anymore." And I'd
yeah.
sorry, and I didn't mean it like that, but that's the way I took it, and I
Oh,
thought,
yeah. No, it
"You
was. Well,
fucking
yeah,
prick."
yeah.
You
They
put
got
and
what they
after
want. You know.
I emailed out back. I emailed out back, and I says, coming in. I says, you do your crowd justice fund. I says, but when anybody else needs help, you didn't fucking care. You couldn't care. It's just he was another one. And
Yeah,
someone said earlier on it was 10K. It was about 18, and I don't give a fuck if it was 18 or 10. If it was out the Aboriginal fund or no, it's on his back.
yeah.
The
No,
lies that they told, the lies that his wife told, not fucking told. And as I said, we got called rats for abandoning the ship when we didn't want anything else to do with the crowd justice. And then and I'm sorry, enough has got nothing to do with what I'm saying. This is all my opinion. No, my opinion. This is me speaking. She was sent a death threat, and I swear to God, and she's the kind of person she wouldn't make that shit up. She fucking, I knew she wouldn't. I was invited into
Who
their
sent a death threat?
I can't. I don't know who it was, Sheila. And I wouldn't want to
Hello,
text
Lisa
her and
love.
drag up the past, but she was sent a death threat, and it was fucking terrible. It was really bad, and it was round about this time where everybody they didn't walk away. They just didn't want to do videos anymore about it.
Yeah.
They
They've
didn't,
given.
and a lot of people knew what was going on with Claire
Yeah.
Morgan and all
Yeah.
that shit.
Well,
It's all in the
it
past. Yeah.
was the Frankie's criminal record came out, didn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we found out that he weren't the type of person that they were all trying to beg for,
Hang on.
because
We have
he'd been in trouble for battering kids and child abuse. So his records had come out. That picture of him with that penis pump had come
Yeah.
out by
Yep.
Linda, and all that. And we thought we were just sick. We were sick. We
Yeah.
were fucking really sick, because we were being ripped off, and then he was shown up to be a perverted weirdo. And
Oh yeah.
we didn't
Yep.
want to know what to do with it after that.
No. No. I'm just going to bring Lisa in.
Can I
Lisa's
just
up on the panel
say
because
something?
This is they're kind of having a go at each other in the comments. So Lisa,
I can't
Okay.
really see the
How are
what's
you?
comments,
your
but
you have your say there, Lisa love.
Yeah, listen, I don't want to fight over something so ridiculous, but I've got
trivial.
no reason to lie over something so trivial and petty. There's just no reason for me to lie about it. I remember it very clearly because I didn't know who she was. I still don't really. I've not really seen her about that much. And I just saw the video. I heard about this video. I looked at it and I felt a bit bad for the person because I thought, what? Oh, that's a bit mean, you know, because of the content of the song. And I remember her answering me. It's like, I find it quite funny. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
And now
Mhm.
I'm being called a liar for that. Like that's ridiculous. I mean, don't call me a liar. If you want, just don't do that. Don't do that to me. Anyway, I'm going to go down because I'm going to have something to eat now. But I just wanted to say that out loud. Like, don't make me out to be a liar over something so trivial. I'm not a fucking pick me. Excuse
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
language. No, I don't need to draw myself into stupid petty dramas. I've got enough going on in my life. Dramas on YouTube.
Yeah.
Where
You're right.
Yeah. Like
about
more
pants.
than
Give me a
Lisa
break.
remembers the Gages, more than one person remembers it, and you did find it funny because I remember it too. Yeah,
Yeah.
being
I'm going to
sarcastic.
jump down anyway, so I've got
All
to
right,
eat. But I just
Have a
wanted to
nice
say
day,
that.
Lisa. Enjoy your dinner.
All right, see you.
Bye, darling.
I don't.
More than
Bye.
one remembers it, and and they're all commenting here, so it wasn't sarcastic, it was funny, it was a funny video. I mean, I really didn't see what the problem was. So you were dancing and you were having a bit of crack, so what? Like, if you put it out there, the only person to blame about it is yourself. If you
Yep.
didn't like it, if you didn't like somebody taking the piss out, you don't post videos of yourself. I don't post videos of myself because I know my friends will take the piss out of me worse than nothing they could do to me.
Yep.
Because that's my mates and I love them for it. But no, but like that's why I don't post videos. I'm not an idiot, because that's what people do. They will pull you apart on YouTube, you
Yep.
know. And then you post it and then you get all butthurt about it. Well, you just got to take your lumps.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, you just have to take your lumps. Oh, Sheila's gone as well. Um,
I
yeah,
was sitting on the balcony and made a video and they tried to rip the piss out of me. And I thought, you kidding me? Because I've not got a t-shirt on. Okay. But that, of course, that was Tinksy. But nothing can be said about anything else. But Tinksy can make all her stupid wee cartoon videos. Sorry, along with, I think it's her pal Sarah Bellin makes them. But
yeah.
let's not get the semantic. Um, Splitting hairs here. But they can see, it's so it's so two-faced. What's the word I'm looking for? Wicked. You can't they can do what they want, but
Oh, yeah.
as soon as
One,
one of us do
one rule for
something,
one. Yeah, yeah.
there you go. Aye,
It's the hypocrisy of the whole thing. Like,
that's it. Yeah.
yeah. You know, like whereas Jura was having a go at Sheila for ban invading. I'm like, oh really? And what do you think your pal Amber's doing? How many times has she been ban invaded? Like, how many times is she back? So you know what I mean. But and then you
Yeah.
know, Bam was the devil incarnate for what she said about Amber's kid. Yeah, Bob or what's his name, say Robbie can say whatever he wants to say about anybody else's kid, practically the same word for word, but that's okay because it was him, it was Save Robbie.
Mhm.
So I don't understand where your logic comes in. Your logic, there is no logic. It's just, oh well, he's okay because we like him, but we don't like her, so she's the evil incarnate. You know what I mean? So it
Yeah.
doesn't mush with me. Bollocks. Like,
Silly. Aye. Yep. Hypocrisy at its
yeah,
finest. And
we
it's
have
the
seen it.
swing. I don't know who said that. It's that YouTube it swings and roundabouts. But people will. But yeah, but there's certain people who do stick together. We've all
Oh yeah,
spoke for years. We didn't jump, but I didn't jump from channel to channel. If I'm not wanted on a channel, I'm not going to go back. But
oh
it's
yeah,
like CJ's. I can watch that. Nobody can stop me watching her and having a laugh to myself. I didn't
yeah.
need to comment in her chat. But as I said, it's silly. If I want to go there, I want to watch it. I don't need someone to make a video saying you're not welcome. You're not welcome.
Uh,
Fuck yourself. I don't care if you think I'm welcome or not. If I want to watch something, you're not going to take my phone off me and know what and let me know watch it. You know what I mean? It's
oh
just
yeah, yeah.
fucking silly, stupid. But
But like,
yeah,
I didn't even know what channel Jur was on. Do you know that way? I saw a screenshot of it, and I think somebody was saying, "Oh, it's the wrong channel." And I said, "Well, is it Jur's channel?" We're like, "Yeah, but she doesn't use that channel." I said, "Well, then she'll fucking see it. I don't care. I don't go
yep.
to her channels. I don't watch her ramblings. I can't listen to her. It's like nails on a blackboard. I just can't listen to her. Like, Jesus Christ." And
Yep. Uh,
she has. I mean, Jesus, she has a mean cough in her.
Well,
Go to
it's
the
not that
doctor.
I go to jurors because I can't stand it. But when it's pointed out, things are pointed out, you have to have a look. I do go to CJ's, and she's always in CJ's. But no, I'm not a follower of fucking juror. It's just you've got to correct the fucking lies that she's been putting out there.
mhm. I go into many channels, Sheila, that there's people I don't like. I don't care. I don't sort of, I don't mind. There's a channel with Mr. Shannonite. I don't. I didn't like the guy, but he made a shitty comment at me out of the blue. It was something stupid. I never said anything to him, but he thought he would be the big fucking man jumping into. As he would say to me, jumping into a woman's argument. This isn't a
Yeah.
woman's argument. This is an argument. It's not an argument. It's just a disagreement. I don't agree with what you
I
say,
don't
Jura.
know Mr. Shannonite. I know name, but I don't know him.
Aye, it's
But
but just
it's things
aye.
like that. If he's a sub of jurors, they hear things about us, and they assume it. So they'll wherever we are, they'll say this shit, and it's wrong. You
It
know what
is
I
wrong.
mean?
Yep,
Just talk truth about us, fucking hell.
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm saying, Frida. She doesn't. Oh no, sorry, sorry, Frida. I thought you were talking about things making the videos. And so they said, well, but no, Segages, you did as you said. And the last time I'm going to mention this, you did like it. You did think it was funny, and then you thought, and it didn't come at any of us, or didn't come at me or anybody else in chat and say that it was a sexual point. It wasn't a sex. It was nothing. It was silly and stupid. You could have put a stop to it by not talking about it, just like I would have done. But you had to keep going on, just like Amber with her kid. She let everybody and their fucking brother share videos of her kid, what was said, and she encouraged it. She
Yeah.
absolutely encouraged it. And to me, I would have went mental at the person if I thought I was in the right, and then kept it to my fucking self. If anybody said, "Can I share?" No, no, I didn't want it. But I don't want what I didn't want my kid one day, my bairn one
Coming
day
across it.
hearing that
Yeah.
shit. No, no way. And she will. She will absolutely, most definitely. And
Right.
two shoulders that on, Tinks's, Cerebellums, a lot of them. A lot of them. I was going to come out with say another name there, who were talking about earlier, the E one. But everybody went funny. There was the Emerald Kimmy, she was in there you go. I will fucking say it. She was in Bam's. and she said something, made a post, and I'm not bitching. I'm just stating a fact. She
Mhm.
made a post, and I think Bam says to her, "Look, if you feel that was it, it was polite for Bam at the time. Well, just polite in general. She said, look, if you feel like that, you know what to do. In other words, don't come back to the channel."
Yeah.
She did come back to the channel. She come
Mm.
back in, and she I don't know if she apologised to her in private. I'm not sure, or she's not. You don't have to apologise to people, but if she said, "Listen, that's the way I felt at the time," blah 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 blah,
Yeah.
along the lines. But and wicked, I've said it before. It was like with me with Amber. I knew nothing about this, and I spoke to Bam about it, and I
Mm.
says, "Bam, that was what." And I'm not going to say what I said,
No.
but anyway, you can imagine. And
Yeah.
then I found it. Then I started finding out wee bits and pieces along the lines, and then it was a live that was done, and these two women had nothing to gain from what was said. And that's when I learned, and then the rest of it. And as I said, that's when I'm going to go on. Last thing I say about him as well, Juror, if you're happily gone on about Norm Bam, then I've no guilt talking about Norman. Not one fucking bit. When I realised, understood what that man was capable of, what he done.
Look at here.
Yeah.
I can hear a little bit of thing, but I'm listening to this right here. Norman's videos, the crazy fucking ramblings of a senile, demented old man. A lot of them about
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I didn't really get to know him at all because
just still up.
I came in late. Salty. Hey, Salty. I came in
Oh,
late
good.
when just before he
Good.
died.
And
So
another thing, I'm going to say this.
He's talking. No, I've got my headphone in. Sorry, but
What? Every single one of y'all were in BAMs. Juror was in BAMs.
yeah.
Every single. All of y'all at one time or another were in fucking BAMs. And again, someone's been dead
Okay. Sure.
Cassie, as your mic's gone, love.
Yeah.
Can you take your earphones out?
single one of y'all.
1 second.
We need to hear Salty.
Yeah.
Having a good time in her chat until somebody that you liked on YouTube didn't like
Yeah.
her for whatever reason. For fuck's sake. She's going back to the shit.
I do my earphones going back to her shit. But yeah, you're right. It was like that, but that's what I said earlier on, that you must have heard me, Sam, that everybody used to come to me and say, "What are you doing in that fucking person's chat, blah blah blah." Listen, you were in it, you were in it, you were in
I
it.
think I was probably the only person that never really was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I went up on her panel once when Iva asked me to go in there because she was talking about being doxxed. And Bam wanted to hear me talk about being doxxed by the Dr. B cunt and her family of fucking felons over there. So I went up there, and of course, typical Bam, I didn't get a word in edgewise. She was making it all about herself, and I bounced. I went into her chat probably 2 times at max, and that was long before any of her fuckery took place with Amber and her kid. For fuck's sake. But all y'all over there had a wrench, right? Helen probably had a wrench. But we know Martin was all up in Bam's ass until whatever point he wasn't, and then he was, and then he wasn't again, bouncing in and out of her fucking house channel
Yeah.
over the course of 4 fucking years. You're a bunch of fucking hypocrites.
Yep.
Hypocrites. For
Yep.
fuck's sake. And she's been dead for a year. And y'all are still using her for content or still using her for something to talk about on YouTube. And
I
that's
know.
fucking disgusting to me because it doesn't matter. You know what? These people, it was just like Norman. I'm going to say this. I don't know if I've ever said this on YouTube or not. Norman, after having totally lost his shit, thinking that he can come back and start saying, oh, well, Amber's kid was abused. Bam is bad. Awful, 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 right? He goes back on his tangent where he would go making crazy ass videos about some stupid fuckery. And not one of those little assholes would set him right. It didn't matter what the truth was and what the truth wasn't. But I'll tell you what, one day he made another video about me, and my daughter came out, and she actually said it. He's still doing that? And I said, yeah. And she said,
I remember.
do you remember this? Maddie actually said, Is he going to be doing this for like ever? I mean, am I going to be like graduating high school and he's still going to be making these crazy ass videos about you and other people? And I was like, yeah, you know what? Yes, I think you're right. And sure enough, until the day he died, he was still making that stupid ass, crazy ass fucking shit about me and about Bam and about whoever else. Okay, because that was his life. He did this shit until the day he died.
Okay,
Let
I'm
that
going.
sink in. Until the day he died, he was making those crazy ass fucking videos, talking about Bam, talking about this. Now I'm going to ask people like Colin Schaefer and all you other, are you going to be like that too? Are you going to still be making this shit on YouTube until the day you die? Or are you going to really just think about what's prioritized? You know, let's prioritize your life a little bit. Do you want to be the sad, stupid ass little nitwit on YouTube making videos about the same people that have been dead now for a year until the day you die? Is that the expectation? Are you going to keep doing it?
I
Think
brought
about all the people that
up.
were making videos about AD, even when he was off of YouTube until the day they died.
Yeah.
Still talking about
I know.
him and all of his fuckery and all of this shit with the roost sex and all this shit about this one and that one, until the day they died. They obsessed over AD. People like, what was his name that passed away? Mike
Shaw.
Shaw.
Okay.
And the
Lizzie's
other woman
pal.
that passed away that was in Lizzie's groups.
Sure no.
No, I'm not talking about her, but what was the
But there's
woman
so
that passed away? It wasn't Guernsey, it was who was it?
Okay, I've brought Sagacious up here at the
Oh,
minute.
right.
So
And you can kiss
Sagacious,
my ass for saying what
Hold
you
on.
said about me. You and Juror, I remember that. I'm going to get this
One
out now,
second.
Sagazers.
Right. Okay.
And because I took my headbuds out, I'm going to
Yeah.
say this now. When I was off at my lowest and you and Juror sat up there saying whatever the fuck you said about me, I want you to know something.
Is that on Dorothy?
I am on, no, it was her and Jared that were saying
Right,
that shit
sorry,
about me.
right,
Go
go
out and
for
get a real job. I have a fucking college degree. I didn't have a job.
Never
I have a
ever
career.
look.
I
You
have a
can say
career.
what you
I have a
like,
career.
but don't mess
I
up.
have a
I've never
career.
said. I've never talked about you, Salty.
Ah, you have.
I
Yes.
have video of
Never
it.
talked about you.
Sti-
Never
Nuff
talked
Nuff
about
made a
you.
video in response to you using
Sagacious,
me
you
as.
did.
No, I
Why
haven't.
don't you
And
go
that's
out
when you
and get?
said with Cassius that wind would blow him down because he hides behind people's skirts.
Why don't you
I
go
have
out
a
and
job.
get a job?
I have
That's
never,
what you
ever,
said.
ever gotten a benefit from the American government in my entire life. All right? I had a career. I was
I
taking
did
care of
say
my
that. I
daughter
remember
all my
saying
life.
that. I remember
I
saying that. I
have
did
a video. So I want an apology because that what you did, saying
say. I
those
did
things
say
about
that.
Fucking
me,
low.
was wrong.
Talk about
And
kicking
I've
somebody
never
when they're
called
down.
anybody out in my entire time on YouTube, but I'm doing it now. And if I
Never
was
said
wrong, I wouldn't say
anything
anything. If I was wrong, I wouldn't
about
say
you. I did
anything.
say that about Cassius.
You said
I
it
didn't say
about
that
me.
about
You
you.
and
No, I
Drew sat
never.
up
I
there.
think I'll fuck what you said
Fucking
about
Nuff
me.
Nuff made a video about it, and Bam did a live stream tearing your ass open.
Anyway.
I remember that. Using me as content when I had my house taken away from me. I had a teenage daughter.
She
that was
fucking
trying
lost
to
everything, and
still
you're
put
telling her
through
to go get a
school,
job.
having a full-time job, and everything else in between.
that was
Anyway,
low. Sagacious, that was low. That
you
was
kicked it. Talk about something kicking somebody
Own
when
up
they're
to your
down.
shit. Own up to it.
I didn't say go get a job. In fact,
You
I went on
fucking
Helen's
did.
and I said, I know me and Salty don't get on
What
about hooks.
benefit do
So
I have to come up here
Sagacious.
and say anything to you
I'm
now?
going to be polite with you here. I'm going to
Hey,
swear. I'm not
I
going to
went on.
shout. You went
Take it off
up
the
and you
speaker,
said
and I won't interrupt.
what you said was go salty, go and get a job.
Go get a real job.
Go and get a
Stop
real
asking
job.
people for help, which
That's
I never
what it
asked
was.
anybody for help. People loved me and they gave me help. So how about that?
Yeah.
I went on Helen's and I said, I hope she's okay. Actually,
You and Juror were the only two people.
Like she's
That
away.
might have
She's
been
put her
afterwards.
So
Might
go
have been
for it.
afterwards.
Anyway, leave it.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling her, just leave it.
She
Leave.
come up.
I know, honey. Just leave it. Fuck it.
You know, I mean, like saying that to a girl who's in that position, that's just really low. I mean, regardless of what you think of anybody, you know, a woman in that position is incredibly vulnerable. She's got a daughter with her. Like, where do they go? What do they do? You know, you want to be pretty mean spirited and nasty to like have that come out of your mouth or get a real job. You know, I really just don't think that was a thing to say. Listen up.
again, I went on Helen's when that happened and I said, I hope she's okay.
Talking about people from the past and y'all want to keep bringing shit up from the past, let's bring everything up from the past. That's from my past, from y'all's
The only
past.
people that brought anything up, actually, is when Wiccan did a live. No one's spoken about anything for ages, and Wiccan did a live, and Sheila come up and started waffling on, and then there was a post about where's Sagacious. I went, I'm here. I don't even bring it up.
So what was bad that was said about you? Where's Sagacious? It's like somebody. It's like one of their crew, Dark
No, but I've
Angel
only
and
come up
Tinks and
today.
shit.
I've only come up today because you was talking about us today. Otherwise, I won't be
Because
here, would I?
Sagacious, because I strongly 1,000,000% believe the video you put up was, as Wiccan said, it was if you're putting that shit up, then you're putting up. If people take the piss, they take the piss. You laugh it off. You do not fucking encourage that shit. Like when I was on the balcony and I had
I've
my
not
t-shirt off.
spoken about it for ages, and it
I
wasn't.
know,
I
but it was a
expected
comment
to.
that was made.
I
But what
expect
you're
it.
But you said
No, not a
it was the
comment. It was
sexual
the
part of it. There was nothing sexual
yes.
with that. No,
There's
no, there
nothing
wasn't.
sexual. There was an audio of the top by Solange, which said basically finger me, do this, come on boys, come and find me. You don't think
let me
that's
just step in
wrong?
here. Hang on a second.
It
Hang
is
on a second.
bloody
Let
wrong.
me
It has
just
my picture on it.
Sagacious, let me just step in here for a second. I don't personally know Solange. I don't speak to Solange. And as far as I know, like anybody on here, my
She was
friends
the one that did the video. She
I'm
was
not
the one
finished
that
yet.
made the video.
Sagacious, please let me finish. None of us speak to Solange. None of us know Solange privately. None of us have any contact with
Nope.
Solange. So if you have an issue with Solange, I suggest you take it up with Solange, because I'm tired of everybody tiring us with brushes going, oh yeah, they're in with Solange. I don't know the woman. I genuinely don't know the woman. And, I think I can speak for the rest of them and say, well, I don't think they know her
I don't
either.
know.
We don't know her. So if you have an issue with her, please take it up with her, but stop blaming us or elking, us in with issues that aren't our issues.
But there's been
We
a
never said that
long-standing
was okay or
miscommunication.
whatever.
Yeah, there's been a long-standing issue about who's blaming who. I've come out and done a whole live, and I know it was Solange. 100%, it's been proven. 100% it was Solange. The only thing I said about Nuff was that she shared the link for the video in her chat. That's it. Never said she made it. Never said she had anything to do with it. She shared the link for it in her chat. That's all I've ever said.
Okay. So where's all this anger and beef coming from then? Like, I mean, there seems to be a lot that people have said, but there's not an awful lot that they're owning up to.
Well, I don't know. I think a lot of people just want to put. I mean, it was a long time ago. Just want to put all that crap behind us. I mean, really, honestly. I mean, it was such a long time ago. Most people, even so far as we've just found out that Frankie won the case. There's an echo somewhere. Sorry, I don't know if it's me, but
I think
it's on Salty's side. I think there's an echo, but even to fact, people after all that everyone went through with it, all that chapter, there wasn't even a big hoo-ha about it. It was just announced, and because people don't want to talk about it anymore. People have moved on.
Yeah, we have moved. But, certain people don't allow other people to kind of stay moved on, if you know what I mean. Like our names are always up somewhere, or, we're always mentioned and somehow. I think we all made it pretty clear. We don't care anymore. I don't want nothing to do with it. I really don't care. I don't care. I did care a long time ago, and I felt used and abused and thrown away. And that's exactly, it mightn't, other people say, oh, that's rubbish. That's not what happened. You can't tell me how I felt about my experience of that whole fucking nightmare. It was a nightmare. I felt used, abused, and thrown away. When they got whatever they wanted out of me, I was just used and abused and thrown away. And I was like, Mammy had a right go at me one day, because I just said, I think everybody needs to take a breath and just take a step back. When the goalpost was moved again, and the amount had gone up by like 40 or 50 grand again. And, I got eaten for that, and like, I don't know. I really just don't know. I think the whole thing was a mess. And I think
Yeah.
As I've said from day one, they should have had a management company coming in and taken over all their socials. Let nobody else run it for them. You know, there are management teams that will do this. For them going on trying to fight their own battles has just made everything so much worse, and it's really not painted them in a good light.
Well, at the end of the day, it's done now, isn't it? The case is done.
I know.
Frankie won the case, and that's that. You know.
I know, but like, you know, people are going to say if AD had had representation in court, he probably would have won. Would he have won? I don't know. Do I care? Not really. Are they going to win money? I can't see them winning a penny.
Well, it's done. The thing is, it's done.
Yeah. But like my own opinion, I
My
can't see him
stance on
off
the
him because
court case was it's going to leave it with the professionals, and we await the result, and now we've got the result. That was my stance on it.
yeah.
We can answer some questions in chat. Shawsa says, Sagacious, you blame Granny Fanny a few days for that video. No, I never. I was told this is going back a long time. Within 24 hours and Granny Fanny. Later on, I found someone said no, it was just Solange. I actually did a video apologising to Granny Fanny on a live, saying I was told it was a pair of you, and then subsequently, I was told later it was just Solange. You said you heard me blame Granny Fanny. No, I didn't. I went into his chat and I said, please, I never said about that video. I said, please, can you confirm whether or not you was behind Tummy Rumblings blog, which is the channel which put the video on initially. So all I said was, were you with Solange doing the Tummy Rumblings blog? That's what I said, Shawsa. I didn't blame him for the video. I said, were you behind Tummy Rumblings blog with Solange? I didn't get an answer, so I still don't know.
Okay, fair enough. Have you ever seen just Kiss's question there that's up on screen? Have you ever seen this mysterious video that Juror is claiming one of us made? Juror is claiming one of us made a video about somebody's dead husband and Chuffer's dead son. She's
okay,
having
so I
an
don't
awful
know
lot
anything about that. Okay, I'll say what I do know, but what I don't know. Joe and I have not spoken about it. I do remember, as far as this is not from me and Joe speaking about it because we haven't spoken about it. But in the past, I do remember that there was a video done, and again, Kel's surprise, it was by Solange. There was a video by Solange, absolutely slating Helen, and she talked about her sadly deceased son. That's what I know.
Right. Okay. So there you go. It wasn't us. Told you it wasn't us. I'm tired of telling you people that, you know, if I have an issue, Sagacious, with anybody, I'm gonna talk to them about it, you know, and like fair play to you for coming up as well. I respect that. You know, I don't.
And to answer Sheila, was Tummy Rumblings Solange? Yes, it was. Just to answer that, sorry.
Okay, well, I definitely didn't know that. Again, I don't know Solange, so I don't. This was a lot. This was before my time. Hey, Jenny, how's it going? But you know, I do appreciate you coming up, Sagacious, and I do appreciate you having your say and clearing up a few things, because that was very important. Jur likes to go around and just blacken all of our names because we were mods for Bam. Like, we don't owe anybody an explanation of why we left. We don't owe anybody any reasons for anything. You know, we all had our own reasons for,
yes, Lisa.
And we're going to keep it that way. And I know people on YouTube hate it, and I know everybody wants is, oh, tell us everything, tell us all. No, I'm sorry, we don't do things like that. We were friends for a long time, and that meant something to all of us. And so no videos will be shared, no clips will be shared, no information will ever be shared, and people are just going to have to get over it, you know, because they were dying for it all to come out and everybody, you know, make loads of content, and it's just so ridiculous. It really is. It just gets up my last nerve. Oh, anyway, well, moving on from that. Yeah, so there you go. You've heard it from Sagacious. It was none of us, because I've never seen that video. And if I'm honest with you, Sagacious, I never saw your video either.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I never did. I never saw it. You know, somebody said you were a really good dancer. That I don't, again, I don't know.
Yeah,
Some
I
there
mean,
may be
look,
really
when you
good
do
dancers.
something like that, I understand people taking the piss. That is a given. It's going to happen. No one
Yeah,
cares about that. It's no one cares. It was really bad. What they did with it was just really bad, and there is limits.
yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I don't mind sticking funny faces on people, or, putting them in funny bodies, or, all of that. Like, if I had that kind of talent, Jesus, I'd be dangerous on here. But I don't mind seeing funny videos like that, but when it starts going, a bit too sexual or whatever, it's a bit too much for me.
It was
I'm not.
very, very, very sexually explicit, and it was like, come on, guys, come and get me, come find me, come do this to me, come do that to me, and it was beyond in my, I don't.
Yeah, no, that's kind of a bit much now. Not needed. I
Well,
mean,
I must have missed that. All I saw was you putting it up. The link got dropped, which I was in the chat at the time, and that was all that was done. A few people were laughing their arses off it. I thought that you thought it was funny, and what I thought personally was you backtracked. You got a bit embarrassed. You backtracked and did they find it funny. If you said what you
No, I
said,
made
I'm
a
not going to call
stupid
you a
comment
liar.
when I first saw it. I made a really stupid comment, which I regret to this day. My first reaction was, I'm not going to show them straight away. So it was very sarcastic. I went, "Oh, very funny, ha ha," and some laughing faces. Oh, very funny, ha ha. It's like if in UK, if someone plays a practical joke, someone goes, "Oh, very funny, ha ha." It's very, very sarcastic, and I know when you write things, it comes across very literal. And so
Yeah.
you can clip that and it looks literal and it looks like that. And I understand that. I 100% understand why people say that. But it was very, very sarcastic, like, "Oh, very funny, ha ha." It was like that.
I get you. I get you. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, and people will take that. You know what YouTube is. People will take that and they'll twist it and they'll turn it into, oh, this way, or she meant it that way. You so it doesn't matter what you do, you can't seem to
Then
win.
I'm big enough to apologize. Sorry, Becky. I'm big enough to apologise. Sorry, I apologise. I didn't see the sexual. I didn't. As I said, Solange didn't know it. Didn't see her channel. I think she had kilt a Welsh flag. It was mainly songs that she put up. If she was putting shit about sexual content, I didn't see it,
I
and I can
don't
honestly say that.
know.
If I seen it, I would say to you right now, absolutely, I
It
choose
was
my language.
really
I
bad.
saw it.
That's what it was. It was, come and
It was
get
a bit
me,
camel
come lads,
toe and
come and
things,
get
but
me, come and finger me, come and do this to me, come and grab this. And it was horrible.
it was
Yeah,
going to be
that's
a bit too far. But
a bit
saying all
much.
that shit. But yeah,
Yeah. Well, I didn't see that one either. As I say, I didn't see either of them. As all as I heard was, you were shaking your bum or something.
That's fine. I understand. It's fine. It still makes me laugh. I still think it was a great video. It makes me laugh, and that's fine. It was the sexual stuff. I just couldn't. I just couldn't.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. That's fair. You're allowed to feel like that. But as I say, the two things that I heard was you were shaking your bum and you were a great dancer. They were the two things that I heard about your video. So there
no,
you go.
Sheila. Sheila's saying, so was it like a battery exhausted song? No, it was just a song called, what is it? Tight Pants. It's been
Oh,
going
I
around for
don't.
years.
Yeah, it was
Loads of other people have done
It's from Jimmy
it.
Fallon.
Jimmy
No,
that.
yeah, is it Jimmy?
Yeah. It's some Jimmy. I know it's Jimmy, but I don't know his last name. But I
Yeah,
understand who you mean. I knew what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah. But and I understand that. But no, it wasn't. Barry exhausted. What he come out with was totally different. That was just vile. It was on a different level. Sorry, excuse me. You done, excuse me. You done that for yourself. I take. Well, it was for yourself. It was it's a kind of song. I don't know if you can say it better. It's a kind of song that everybody copies and does. It's
Oh,
Yeah.
and it is a song to it.
Oh, there's
And
loads of copies of it. Loads and loads of copies of.
I see nothing wrong with it. It was a song. And then, but of course, and I'm not going to lie to you. Of course, people were making comments and saying blah 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 that We were laughing. It was a funny video. It was funny the way it come
It was
across.
a funny
And then it
video.
go, but as you say, if it's went sexual and it's went serious, then of course you're going to be upset. You're going to be annoyed with it. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't have any of that either. But no,
No.
with Solange, as I said, like a lot of people, excuse me, Siggy, just nobody. I didn't speak to Solange personally. Never spoke to the woman. Never ever. I know what she speaks like, what she sounds like when she was on Bam's, but I've never spoke to her personally. Never interacted with Solange. Never, and I'm not trying to distance myself away. I'm just
Neither
telling
am
you
I.
how it
It's
is.
just the truth.
But
Neither am I.
that's
I
it.
mean, as long as I've known Bam and been on her channel, I've never interacted with her. I've never had any need to, or like she kept her relationship with her, like just their relationship, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so she never really interacted with us, which is fine. That's the way she wanted it. I think she got too involved with Tinksy and that Sarah Belland, I should have said Linda. Things
Well,
went.
listen, I don't get on with Tinksy at all. I don't like her, so
Oh, you don't get on with Tinksy. Oh,
no.
okay. Yeah, she's we've been saying for years, her and um Cass, you're echoing somebody's phone.
I don't
She
know. I'll mute. I'm going to jump there in a minute. I'll mute that out.
Okay, just mute for a sec. Thanks, Cass. We've been telling people for years that they're sly and slithery and backstabbers, and just watched their friendships over the years. Like they're all in with somebody, and then they all fall out, and then everybody's personal, everything is thrown all over YouTube, and
Can I just answer Sheila again?
yeah.
So Sheila says, I don't know Solange, but it seems not fair she isn't here to answer these accusations. So I knew, I got the information within 24, 48 hours, but I didn't put it out there, Sheila, for about, God, it would be about a year and a half later until I had the actual proof. And it was Martin Dehan actually had shown a email from Solange saying I was Tummy Rumbling's blog. So I only put it out there when I had factual proof. I didn't put it. Even though I knew for about a year and a half, I didn't say it for about a year and a half until I had the factual proof.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, well, look, none of us know Solange or how to get a hold of her. As I say, we're not friends in that respect. And if she was around, I don't know if she would come up. But yeah, everyone's allowed to put their side of their story forward. That way, everybody's allowed to kind of
I
come up.
think a lot gets sorted out quicker with a conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. It really does. When you're typing online, it's very flat and you can misread something that wasn't meant in that way. That way there's no, yeah, it's very easy to pick up things the wrong way online. I know that definitely. Because sometimes somebody will text me and I'll be like, oh God, did they mean it this way or that way? But that's me. I'm constantly overthinking everything. But it was really nice of you to come up. Hi, Joe. How's it going? I'm
Thank
sorry.
you. And like I say, there's questions in chat, and I'm willing to answer.
Yeah, well, go ahead. You work away. You can answer whatever questions they have there for you. Work away, love.
No, I've tried to answer the questions that have been in chat. So I think, because it is important and it is hard to, when things do get misconstrued so easily, and it's just good to have a question, answer the question, and that's the best you can do, really.
Yeah, it is. It is. Good afternoon, girls. I'm just asking one thing. Can you refrain from bringing the Irish travelers up in your arguments, please? Some comments very rude. Well, take it on board, Dilly. I'll take it on board. Going to jump down. Okay, Cass. Martin Dehan, it must be true. You've an idiot to
Well,
get it.
he didn't just say it. He showed the email with it in. So.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, you've seen the proof 100%.
Yeah, and as I say, I had the information. I've had the information for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, and I never said it. never said it publicly or to anyone until the factual proof was put out there. And even I was told within 24, 48 hours. As I say, I was told 2 names actually. I was
Okay.
told Granny Fanny and Solange together.
Right.
And then, but I've only seen factual proof that Solange just said, yes, I was Tummy Rumbling's blog. That's why when that lady, what's her name? I can't remember who said it, but said, oh, well, I saw you going Granny Fanny's and blaming for the video, which I never did. All I said in that chat was, were you behind Tummy Rumbling's blog with Solange? Because that was the information I was given initially. And I didn't get an answer, so I still don't know.
Okay. 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 Yes. So they're just chatting in chat. Okay. Well, I hope that's helped clear up a few things today, because it's far better having a conversation about stuff rather than, just going into these ridiculous things online with people. And I much prefer to talk things out if at all possible. And so I'm very glad that you came up, Sagacious. Thanks very much.
Well, thanks for having me. I hope I didn't derail your live because everyone's dropped
at all.
down now. So I feel a bit bad.
Not at all. Listen, my lives can go in 20 different directions, so I wouldn't worry about that. No, you're as good. Listen, and thanks for coming up. You're very good.
Welcome, and I will drop down. And but like I say, thank you for having me, and
You're very welcome.
Thanks for having me. Okay, thank you so much.
All right, take care,
Bye.
darling. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So that was, that was interesting, and it's always good to have somebody up, when a discussion is about them, to let them come up and have their say. I think I'm fairly fair when it comes to stuff like this. If we're going to have a conversation about somebody, it would be preferable if they were there. But they're not always around, or time difference is different, or they just don't want to. But no, that was great that Sagacious came up and things were sorted out in that respect. Okay, well, on that note, I'm the 2 hours on here now. I generally try and keep it to that, and then I can catch up with the rest of the stuff in the house. Anyway, thank you for everybody that came up. I hope we got some of the stuff sorted out. She was wrong to call Lisa a liar, though, and she did insult Salty over her job. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm gonna have to get back to that another day, and maybe she can come up and talk about that, because that wasn't a nice thing to say. That's a horrible thing to say about anybody, and going through a time like that. An apology would have been nice, but we'll get to that another day. Okay, well, listen, thank you everybody for coming in and coming up and having a chat and having your say. It was great to see everybody. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Yeah, and we'll talk to you soon. Love you lots. Bye-bye. Bye.